Okay, so we're at Llanlochine Church today. Very old site, you can't see it because it's behind these trees. I'm all the way down here because there are some people further up there, so I don't want to disturb anybody. But yeah, it's a nice sunny day, so I thought I would come out, and this is a very loud tractor going past. We're in Wales. And yeah, just do a little vlog here. Again, it does seem kind of busy here today. There's a few people up there, so I'll stay down this lower end because I don't want to disturb anybody. But yeah, the church itself was built in 1815, so it's a 200-year-old church. What I wanted to do today was a spirit box session that focuses on the War Memorial, which you can just see right here. We've just had our Remembrance Sunday here in the UK, and Remembrance Day, commemorating those who were killed in the war, specifically the First and Second World War. There are, well, online I could find 3 war graves that were here. 2 men that were killed in the First World War, and 1 woman actually who was killed in the Second World War. But I found another one when I was here, so there may be more. I know some of them are marked with the red poppies. Yeah, so we'll just have a little wander around and see what we see. So this is the War Memorial. It's not actually a grave, but it is a memorial. Oh, something I forgot to mention actually, the church is 200 years old, but this site has actually been the site of a church for at least 1,000 years, which is a lot of history, so I'd be really interested to see what, if anything, comes through the Sbox. But I would really like to see if we could sort of maybe contact the spirits of any of the people killed in the war. So I don't know, like I said, there are some people up there, so I don't want to disturb anyone, but yeah, we'll have a walk around the main bit of the church later, and some really old graves back there, and yeah, but it's surprisingly, it's normally really quiet here, so I'm surprised at how busy it is. We've got houses around there and a road, so it might not be as quiet as I'd like, but yeah, we'll go and have a wander up that way afterwards. Okay, so I've come from a place just a little way off from the church, which is over there, because there's some workmen doing some stuff, and I don't want to, it's a bit of a weird thing to be doing when there's lots of people around, so I don't really want any questions or anything as to what I'm doing with the Sbox and all that. So I've come to the path, which is interesting because the old canal used to run along here, right down there, and so this is quite an old canal, and that used to be the bridge. I'll put a photo up of what that used to look like with the water going underneath it. Yeah, so I thought I might have a bit more luck with the Sbox on a nice quiet path like this. And yeah, let's have a walkabout. See what there is. There's lots of history on this old canal trail. Yeah, I was hoping it would be nice and quiet there. It usually is, but we'll have a wander along here instead. There is a bench somewhere, and maybe we can try the spirit box on there. And you get the odd dog walker and the odd runner coming down here, but for the most part it's pretty quiet. But it does have a bit of a vibe to it, if I'm being honest. There is a bit of an old vibe to this place. Oh. You hear rustling. It must be squirrels. Yeah, it's very autumnal at the moment. It's November. There's a squirrel. Hello. Just stand in there. There he goes. So yeah, this is where the canal would have been. Let's find a bench, see if we can do a spirit box session on somewhere to sit down. Here's the river, looking very twinkly. Yeah, we're in mid-Wales, I should add, so surrounded by nature, which I like. But this path so far seems to be quite quiet, well, except for the road, which is up there, but maybe everyone's gone for their lunch. Stop on this bench here and try and do a bit of Sbox, but I will knock it off if anybody comes. But this is a nice quiet spot. We're just on the outskirts of town here. It's pretty. Yeah, I think the coast is clear. Nice relaxing walk. Alright, so I've ended up here instead, so let's see if there are any spirits around here. Okay, so as always with the Sbox, I record it on the SD card so I can go back and get anything that doesn't come through, which is a lot when you're listening to it. Okay, if there's any spirits here that want to talk to me, you can through this. Is there anybody here? Any spirits here? Any from the church we've just been to? Very nice area here. Maybe you're from the Canal in Victorian times. Did you work on the Canal? Someone's coming through. That's here it goes. Is it nice and clearly? Are there any spirits that hang around down here? Anybody that wants to come through and pass a message on? That's a well. Are you trapped? Do you need any help?
Election.
Are you at peace? And you just come to visit? I don't understand about the spirit world. I'm trying to prove this thing works. Lots of really interesting responses through this. Some direct responses, intelligent responses. And we're just trying to find out what's going on. We're in a lovely place. Do I have a name? Is there anyone here? If you give me their name, just one if I forget. Any name? Can you tell me about the church? It was a church on the site for 1,000 years. I'm even from that time. Do you have a message for the living? Is there someone in particular watching this video? What do humans need to be aware of? So you already know it? Well, I mean, not everyone, you know, or do we already know it, you know? I mean, we hear like this message of, you know, love one another, and it's all about love and seeking knowledge and things like that. Is that correct? That's correct. Oh, let's try and go back to the church. Okay, thank you for talking to me. I know that they... No, thank you for talking to me. I'm gonna go now. Is there anything else you want to say before I go? Okay, so that was interesting. I think that was an interesting... I could hear a lot of stuff coming through, but again, not really sure what it's saying, so I will go back and listen to that and try and sort of make some sense out of it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I think that was interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna have another walk now back to the church, I think, and yeah, we had a nice quiet spell there for a while, so that was lucky. But there's a lot of stuff coming through. But again, when I do these Sbox sessions, I can hear about 10% of, if that, like 5% of what comes through in real time, and then most of it comes through afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna try and have a walk back now. Bye. I just found this, which is looks like it was from the time when the canal was here. This little old, I don't know if that's a lockkeeper's cottage or no, because there wasn't a lock by here. But I'm kind of intrigued as to what's in that. Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Ooh, good old fireplace. That's creepy. It's kind of muddy here as well, so yeah. Well, yeah, there's a few of these little old buildings that they just left when the canal was filled up. So creepy with all the leaves falling down, making like these clattering noises. I'm gonna try and go back to the church and just do like a bit of a history vlog walking around, and because it is interesting and it is a nice day. I know it's going to get a lot colder from next week, so getting out and about and doing these outdoor vlogs is going to be not as straightforward, so I'm making the most of it today. So this is the bridge from the other side. Yeah, it used to be all like overgrown with ivy, but then they cleared it all off and you can see the railings again. I wonder why the brick is like thicker on the one side than on the other. Let's go under this again. Not sure what that's for, but it looks like it's seen better days. So yeah, so these old yew trees are really typical of the ones that were planted in graveyards years ago. I think it's because they meant to look like a hand going upwards from the ground. So let's have a wander around here. It's really difficult to actually see the church because it's so overgrown. But yeah, this land has had a church on it for a really long time. There is a sketch of the previous building, which I'll put a picture of. So yeah, you can see there's like a few more houses around here now, but really old land. And so some of the oldest graves would be the ones nearer the church up here. And there are some people doing some work over there, so I'll avoid them. But yeah, really overgrown there. As you can see, you can barely make out the headstones. So yeah, I'd love to do an Sbox session here, but it's just a bit too many people here today. So yeah, so 200 years old this church, 1815 it was built, this particular building, and some nice stained glass in it. Some of it did get damaged, I think, not that long ago, sadly. But yeah, these some of these at the back are like Victorian graves. And I think I have to make sure I'm not actually walking on any of them. But yeah, let's go this way. And here are some of the really ornate Victorian ones. Again, there's probably a lot of the space is the unmarked ones. It's a nice one. Yeah. Ooh. Oh dear, I don't know what's happened there. Can hardly even see that one. Christiana Swain. What does this inscription say? When from the dust of death I am, it's so hard to read, to claim my mansion, does that say? It's difficult to read these. Let's have a look. Hey, hello, I'm just filming a vlog for my YouTube channel, is that okay?
Oh, fine.
I won't be any bother.
No, don't bother. Yeah, carry on. Right. You're not looking for anybody in particular?
No, I just like old historical places and things like that. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, these ones look really old as well. Lots of liking on these. Let's have a wander. Well, you can sort of see some of the stained glass from here. I have been inside, but it was some time ago. But yeah, it's very much a working church, so as you see, yeah. Solicitor. Yeah, so these would be the Victorian ones. I don't know what happens to the ones that must have been here before with the old church, but I think back then they used to sort of clear them out a lot to make way for new ones and things like that. I think this is one of the is this one of the war graves? It's got the poppy, but it's hard to tell. No, I don't think it is. These ones are really old. Oh wow, look at this. So ornate, it's so unusual. Wow, that's really different. There's traffic today. Go down here. Oh wow, look at these, look how covered in ivy these are. Wow. And this one. Fun fact, these, I can't remember the name of them. I'll probably remember it when I get home, but these particular gates, they were on a lot of churches in the UK, and they used to actually keep the coffins there waiting in preparation for burial. But I don't know if that one's just sort of just done in that style. Ooh, hello. Alright, let me try and get up here. Ooh, okay. So there's somebody I am looking for, and that is somebody who's quite famous in this town. Sir Price Jones. He started the world's first mail order company right here in Newtown, and it's still the biggest building in the town. and Welsh flannel was what he sold, and did very well with it. Invented the sleeping bag, I believe, and yeah, made Queen Victoria's underpants. So there you go. And his family members are also buried here. So they were quite a notable family. But yeah, it's getting a bit wonky these days. Yeah. So what's this one? This one looks old, or it could just be that it's eroded. Let's have a look. It's really hard to see. Oh, I can't see the date on it. 1850 that one is. So these must be quite old. Mary Evans. I think this section is a really old one as well. I do have some relatives here myself, actually, further down, but I'll have to come back here another time, I think, because there is a lot to see. Oh, that one's tilting quite a bit. Wow. Annie Hitchin. Okay, yeah. Well, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you had. Brand new channel, so it really helps me out. Yeah. Love and light to you all. Stay curious. Bye.